Chelsea Groton Bank is a mutual bank that was founded in 1854 by a group of local people to take care of local people. And we're still true to that mission today. So our focus is 100% on helping our customers achieve their goals. We do that by having great people, by having great technology, and really focusing on the customer experience and making sure that they get what they need when they need it, how they want it. And that's really become the hallmark of Chelsea Groton and our service.
Whether it's a retirement plan or a mortgage or a small business loan, we have the people, the products, and the locations and facilities to make that experience a good one for our customers. Throughout the year, there was also a big surge in home sales, and we were able to play our part in that, helping people achieve their dream of home ownership.
Well, we were referred to Chelsea Groton by a mutual friend and colleague of ours, and recommended that we get in touch with one of the specialists here to talk about our mortgage. We wanted to do business locally, and we wanted to make sure that we can work with somebody in the community that we know and that we could trust.
Partnering with Chelsea Groton Bank was really important to us because of some of our shared values. Both of us work for nonprofit agencies, and Chelsea Groton Bank has supported both of our nonprofits over the years, and we were so grateful for that support, and in turn wanted to come to Chelsea Groton Bank when we wanted to get our mortgage.
Chelsea Groton made what could have been a very stressful experience be as stress-free as possible.
As a community leader, it is our role to support the community in good times and in bad, and to expand the interest in the community. For instance, supporting the arts and culture add to the vibrancy of the community. That's a big part of our role.
The Cultural Coalition serves over 500 arts, culture, and creative businesses in Eastern Connecticut. We serve 42 towns, 25% of Connecticut's municipalities. Our job is to ensure that the arts and cultural sector is thriving so that the entire region can thrive. Over the past 2 years, Chelsea Groton has been an incredible partner, not just to our organization, but to all of the arts and cultural organizations that we serve in the region. The financial impact of the pandemic on these organizations has been devastating. So when opportunities began to crop up around the payroll protection program, around EIDL loans, our organizations were asking us for advice and guidance on how they could access those opportunities. We had such an incredible relationship with Chelsea Groton that I was able to just immediately call, email, have kind of open access to being able to reach out to the leadership team and say, we have needs in the community, how can you all help? And within moments, there was always a response of how can we help, what can we do, and this is what we can do. For us, it was just a broad and general overarching support that we felt that we were able to tap into, and vice versa. We were able to share with the Chelsea Groton leadership the needs of the community so that they could also help address the needs of the community throughout the pandemic, and that continues today.
I don't think it's ever been more important than it has in the last 2 years, really, frankly, when you think about how we helped local businesses with PPP loans, how our foundation stepped up and doubled the amount of giving, how our employees volunteered in the communities. Being a community bank these last 2 years has been incredibly important.
Result is a software analytics company. We build enterprise software. We support large companies to do their technology deployments. Chelsea Groton is our primary bank, and we started working with Chelsea Groton in 2007. We started off fairly small, and the relationship kind of kept expanding. The big difference between Chelsea and the other banks was, Chelsea, you're not just a business. You're not just an account. You're a person, and I really mean it. They're local, they know you really well, they understand the business. We're a fairly global organization. From a giving philosophy perspective, we want to kind of give back locally. So we were at one point of time supporting 8 different amazing causes here locally. And Chelsea, again, embodies the same spirit. It's a local bank, and it gives back to the community. There is a strong connection in terms of what we feel as our core values and the core values of Chelsea. They understood our business, and they were there to support us and helped us grow. As we continue to grow, Chelsea will be there with us. What's really special about Chelsea is really the people. And that's a big differentiator in this day and age.
When Chelsea Groton Bank started our diversity, equity, and inclusion program that we call One Chelsea, we wanted to make sure it was a legitimate, sustainable effort, not just to check the box and let's get something going, put it on the shelf and forget about it. but it's really a long-term commitment on behalf of the management of the bank, the board of the bank, and all of the employees of the bank to create a scenario where our workforce resembles the community.
I became involved with the bank's One Chelsea initiative, which is basically to make the bank as a whole more accepting and more inclusive of one another. We would have monthly meetings, and in that monthly meeting we would either discuss a potential way that we can open the bank's eyes to a new topic, or we discuss ways that we can make sure that everyone is accounted for and feels valued no matter what your differences are. When I first joined One Chelsea, I thought it was just going to be, a Zoom call and I'm in the back and I'm listening to them talk about making plans and things, but they're so welcoming that I got there and I listened throughout most of the meeting, and they actually went through and asked if anybody had any opinions or any comments, and they validated everything you said. No idea was shut down, and it just felt like such an open and accepting place. It's very rewarding to see things that you talk about or a suggestion you made actually be implemented.
A big part of our strategy is focusing on having the best people, and that starts from the day we hire people. We believe everyone should become a leader, and so our leadership program has 3 levels. There's leadership of self, leadership of others, and leadership of leaders. And so right from day one, we want people to feel like they are leaders because that helps our customers, that helps other team members. And so giving people the opportunity to learn, to become part of something bigger, that's an important part of being an employee here at Chelsea.
And we encourage each employee to take an active role in their own development plan, help them carve out their future in the company, and then we'll give them the tools and resources to make that happen. We are committed to having a knowledgeable and friendly workforce. We also are committed to having the most up-to-date technologies that are available, both in terms of convenience, but also in terms of security of people's money.
You think about, in 1854 when the bank was founded, really the only way to do your banking was to go to a bank branch, right? And convenience was about how many branches you had and where your branches were and were they easy to get in and out of. And we're really redefining what convenience is, right? The branch is still incredibly important to us. It's a place you can go and learn and share and meet people. But convenience has broadened so much. All of these new technologies have really redefined how we do banking, and we're really at the forefront of that. I'm proud of the investments that we've made and excited about the ways, as you say, our team is starting to learn to use them.